So how can we start allowing more with the universe? Stop questioning so much, stop stressing so much, and really start to allow what we want to come in. Allow the universe that space to work its magic in our lives. And the main thing that we need to come to the understanding is what we focus on is what we get more of, okay? So if there are certain things in our life that we really, really want, we really, really desire, but we take notice that they're not here yet, and we stop and we say, well, we do those questions like, well, why isn't it here yet? Well, am I doing something wrong? Well, maybe I must have to try harder. Maybe this law of attraction stuff doesn't even work. We start questioning that stuff. We start putting our focus and attention on that stuff, and we manifest more of it in our lives. More questioning, more of not having what we want, right? More of that uneasiness, those resistance levels and things like that. Even when we try really, really, really hard for the stuff that we want, we manifest a reality where the things that we want are really, really, really hard to get. It all comes back on this self-fulfilling prophecy idea that anything we think about will create the reality that we have around us. That's literally the truth. You can look up any studier of neuroscience, any studier of, and they'll tell you that. They'll tell you the exact same thing I'm telling you now. Your thoughts create your reality. What you think about, what you believe, you will see in the reality around you. So we need to come to the understanding of this allowing factor. Now, how can we allow something to come in? How can we relax and enjoy the unfolding of what we want to come in if we're like, really want it bad, right? I really want this money really bad. How am I supposed to just allow it to come in? No, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to stress. I need to struggle. That's usually an automatic reaction that we have to these things. But the fact is, if we can take a step back and ask ourselves, what is the goal in our life? What's the main goal in our life? And we can ask ourselves, when we get our biggest desire, whatever that is, if it's $1 million, if it's a big house or big car or relationship, whatever it is, how will that make us feel in the end? How will that make us feel when we get it? Because everything we want it because we think it'll make us feel good when we have it. That's it. All we're ever doing is feeling something. We think having this thing will make us feel good, and so we want to have it. The interesting thing is, we can actually choose to feel those things now before we actually have what we want. The things we want more than likely are going to bring us joy. That's why we want them. We think they're going to make us happy. But we have the power to feel joy now. We have the power to feel happiness now. We have the power to feel that fulfillment now, not even having the things that we want. Abraham Hicks says, the standard of success in life isn't the money, isn't the desires, isn't the things, is absolutely the amount of joy that you feel. We think that by getting these things, we will feel joy. It will fulfill us in some way. But we're able to feel joy and be fulfilled already without having those things. So if we are able to get to that standard of life, if we are able to feel joy now and complete, the entire reason we're here on this planet, to feel joy, then we're satisfied with what we have now. And so we're then dropping all these resistance levels to, I need these things, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that to make me feel better. And all of a sudden we calm down, and now we're in more of a state of allowing. And we understand that no matter what happens in our life, no matter what comes our way, whether we like it or not, we always have the choice to focus on joy, which is the standard of success. Excitement, fun, exhilaration, all of those are emotions having to do with joy. So by understanding that right now in this moment, we can choose to be happy. We can choose to feel joy. We can put our focus on things and start appreciating them more and feel that appreciation. We realize that we don't need these things to make us happy. We are fulfilled and happy as we are now. And by understanding we don't need these things to make us happy, we allow the space for these things to actually come into our life. When we focus on happiness, we attract more happiness. When we focus on more joy, we attract more joy. When we focus on more freedom, we get more freedom in our life. So it's about this detachment of this will make me happy, that will make me happy, and I need these things. You can see it very well that a lot of people who end up getting the big houses, end up getting the money, end up getting the relationships, end up getting all these things, they realize they're not happy. They get all these things, they worked hard their whole life to get them, and they're like, well, shoot, now what am I supposed to do? I'm not happy. I think it's Jim Carrey that said, I wish everybody on the planet would be able to get $1 million or whatever it is, have $1 million, so they could realize that they're not happy when they have it, right? The $1 million, all this stuff is a Band-Aid for certain feelings, a Band-Aid thinking that, oh, this will make me feel happy. And yeah, maybe for a month or 2 months or whatever. Oh yeah, this is awesome. And then afterwards it's like, where's the fulfillment? Like, this didn't fulfill me like I wanted it to. Like, I thought having this stuff would make me feel worthy. And it did for a little bit because I was showing everybody, but now I feel less worthy than I did before. And so it's about feeling those feelings now, coming to that understanding now that we are worthy of everything that we want, that we are, beings of joy, that we are here to expand joyously, and be able to put that into practice in every aspect of our lives. Understanding that joy is the key. Feeling happiness now is the key. And when we feel happy now, and when we become satisfied with how our life is now, we then stop questioning, we then stop wondering where all these things are, because we know there's nothing else on this planet that can, remotely come into our lives that can, complete us any more than we feel complete now. And we allow that space for that stuff to come in. So there's either one or two ways for you to allow things, your desires, to come in. Either you can find a way to allow them in by working hard, by putting in a ton of effort, by sweating, by stressing, by doing all this stuff, which maybe eventually you'll still get the stuff you want, but it'll take much longer, I promise you, and it'll be a struggle. Or you can choose to make these things come into your life easily by allowing it, by coming to that understanding, that my desires are easy to get to, and they will come to me. If there's action I need to take, I'll take that action. I'll find joy in taking that action. And then when I'm done, I will allow that space for the universe to bring those things into my life. That is the art of allowing. The art of allowing is understanding we don't need anything else to complete us. We don't need anything else to make us happy. We have the power to feel all that completeness now, all that happiness now. And when we get that satisfaction that we are complete now, that we are worthy, and we are, complete as we are, those things will come into our lives. There's a good quote that says, needing nothing manifests everything. That's exactly right. When we don't need anything, the stuff that we want, the stuff when we don't need anything, the stuff that we truly want will start coming into our lives. Even though we don't necessarily know we need it, it will start coming in as soon as we understand that we're complete as we are love as we are happy as we are joy, we are fun as we are now. Creates that space, gives us that satisfaction of, I love this life. I'm so blessed. It's so amazing. So many things to appreciate. Putting your focus on those aspects of appreciation brings in even more stuff as soon as you allow that in.